Pardon my disheveled look and funky hairdo. This is Matthew Hafford alongside the coach, Susan Montgomery. A tough one here on Monarch Media as the Monarchs of Old Dominion on the ladies' side drop one to Marshall 64-48. Susan, a team they beat by double figures not too long ago in Huntington, West Virginia, 2 weeks ago. Early on, Marshall came out with the zest. They had the energy, the intensity, and certainly the incentive, as Coach Alicia Milton-Jones mentioned, 22-14 in favor of the Thundering Herd, and Old Dominion had to play catch-up from there.
Yeah, and they just weren't able to get there if you're Old Dominion. But, yeah, incentive is one thing, and you say Marshall came out with a lot of it. Well, Old Dominion needed it as well, and, they needed to stay in that race up at the top of the eastern side, but they just weren't able to do it tonight. Could not find the bottom of the basket, and defensively made some mistakes communication-wise, but give Marshall a lot of credit. They came in here, they were hungry, and they got it done.
For the fifth time this season, Savannah Wheeler for Marshall scores 30-plus points as she goes 9 of 16 from the field, 9 of 9 from the foul line. She was scoring left, she was scoring right, and she was hitting three-point bombs.
Well, she carried this team, that's for sure, and we talked about it during the broadcast, who was going to help her. She did get some help, but her 30 points were pretty spectacular, as you said. She did it from all over the court. She's tough. She's a tough one to guard, and Old Dominion found it hard tonight.
Asia Wayne has 23 points in this game, 8 rebounds, almost a double-double. She tried to match her play for play, score for score, but didn't quite get enough help as the Monarchs had a cold spell shooting from behind the arc. 2 of 16, didn't get a lot of the other starters on their normal pace, including Iggy Allen, the top scorer, who really struggled from the field.
Yeah, Iggy struggled to find the bottom of the basket. Took a lot of shots. Some of them good ones, but just couldn't find it. Some of them probably, she'd like to have them back. But as I said, you got to give Marshall some credit. They came in here and kind of punched Old Dominion, and they just weren't able to punch back tonight.
Third quarter, Old Dominion goes on an 11-0 run to go up 1, but in the fourth period, no assists as the Thundering Herd outscored them 19-7. It felt like they were kind of going through a little bit of a malaise in that fourth period and didn't have quite the same level of punch and fight that we've seen in some recent games.
Well, you say they outscored them 19-7, but it was 10-0 to start the fourth period. So, from the jump in the fourth period where Old Dominion was close there, Marshall came out, like we said, punching in that fourth period, and Old Dominion never was able to get back on it after that. And so, Old Dominion's got to put this one behind them quickly, but get ready for a tough Western Kentucky team coming in on Saturday.
Yeah, big one is WKU had 8 3-point makes and 5 players in double figures. The last time these two teams hooked up in Bowling Green, Kentucky, a loss for Old Dominion by double digits. We'll see you on Saturday for Senior Day. For Susan Montgomery, I'm Matt Hafford. We thank you for watching Monarch Media.